Hey guys, it's Leanne, Small Town Stitches, and welcome back. Today is Saturday, January 29th, and this is the first regular Flosstube update of 2022. So first of all, I want to say welcome to all my new subscribers. Like, holy crap. After my whip parade, I had so many new subscribers. So thank you and welcome. And to all my returning subscribers that have stuck with me, thanks for coming and hanging with me again. It's, like I said, Saturday, and it is cleaning and laundry day today. Saturdays are super exciting at our house. My husband is working today. So yeah, it is. When I woke up this morning, at like 6:50 because my daughter woke me up early. It was negative 10 degrees in Michigan without wind chill. It is cold. We are not going anywhere. Nowhere. So I hope everyone had a good week. I did not. I had a really crappy week at work. It was horrible, to be honest. But it's done. Hopefully next week is better. It has to be. Yeah, husband's doing good. Daughter's doing good, just dealing with allergies. And yes, it is allergies. We are a month out in our house after COVID. And the weather keeps going like this, so her allergies keep going like this. Just following it, poor girl. Thank you so much for the well wishes for my family. We are doing much better. My GI issues afterwards have subsided. My sleeping, well, it's really hard to judge if it's better because my daughter's allergies are so bad right now. It's keeping her up. She's not sleeping the greatest. But husband's congestion is still there. But yes, thank you so much. I truly appreciate that. It was very sweet to see that everyone was thinking of my whole family and wishing us well in prayers and stuff. So, okay, so I am participating in WIPGO this year. And our two numbers for January were 2 and 19. So this is my WIPGO board. It's nothing classy. I made it on the computer and you can see the sheen. I taped it to the front of my calendar. But you know what? It works. It works. Not everything has to be super fancy in life, right? So number 2 was my Turquoise by Carolyn Manning. I gave that 10 days. And then my number 19 was Autumn Blessing by Shannon Christine. It was my New Year's New Start. And I gave that 5 days. And I completed both of them. They're yellow now. So that's super exciting. I've actually kept up so far. So let's do some showing of how much stitching I've gotten done. So the first is going to be my Carolyn Manning designs. It's Turquoise. This was a restart last year. Was it last year I restarted it? I believe so. I originally started with Desert Dawn, which had a lot of pinks, and that's not me. So I restarted it after I found Turquoise. This is where I started before WIPGO, before 10 days. You guys have got a sneak peek if you watched my whip parade. So after 10 days, I ended up with 3,426 stitches on this. This piece is easy to move fast and get a lot done. Here we are. So page 1 is officially complete. Page 2, all of the big triangles are done for page 2, and I just started doing little fill-ins. So this is where we are at. And I still love these colors. So much progress with this for WIPGO. So much progress. I'm so excited. So, although after 10 days, I was ready to move on to the next project because that's just me. All right, the next one, I will insert a picture. This is Autumn Blessing by Shannon Christine Designs. It is my New Year's new start with Heather, who is the Blessed Stitcher. Heather is much more active on Instagram than she is on YouTube, which, Heather, you should make a YouTube video. Just saying. I am doing this with all the called for DMC. And I gave this 5 days. I completed the 5 days and ended up with 661 stitches. This was a little bit hard for me because this was my first stitching piece after COVID. And I did not have very much energy. It was my piece that kind of forced me back into stitching. So this is where we're at with this. Lots of progress, lots of color changes, because in the middle of it there's like scattered whites and a whole bunch of different colored yellows, but this is my first of my sunflowers. So I love it. It's so pretty. Sunflowers are my favorite. Like I said, call for DMC, and I'm doing it on a piece of Grog from Be Stitch Me when I was in their fabric of the month. I am no longer in a fabric of the month or a floss of the month right now, but everyone's clubs keep tempting me. I am on the wait list for Color and Cotton's fabric of the month because that's my love, but I keep stitching on giant things, so I don't need a lot of it. Okay, so the 24th and the 25th of every month, I try to stitch on my Christmas piece that I'm doing with a stitch along with Bonnie. If you are interested, join. Our hashtag is FC Christmas Sal. So the only stipulation is it has to be a full coverage, FC. Stitch whatever you want within that. You do you. We're doing completely different things. I am doing Filling the Stocking by Donna Gelsinger, which is a Haid. It is available, just so you know. I actually took it off the hoop for you. It's not ironed, but I took it off the hoop. This is where it was when I started. And it only gets 2 days, which was a Monday and a Tuesday this time. So I only got 363 stitches. But it's 363 stitches in the right direction. And here's where we are now. This is one page. There'll be one more page next to it, and that is the width of the stocking on the top. So this is where we are. This is just on a random piece that I dunked in some, I don't even know the colors of Frit anymore. But here we are. I love this piece. Love this piece. I love this piece. I love this piece. I'm very excited. And I look forward to the 24th and the 25th of every month, just so I can stitch on it. Okay, last piece I've done so far. It is on the hoop because I'm still working on it. So I finished my 2 Whip Go goals. I did my stocking goals, and then I was like, well, what am I going to do? Because I finished my Whip Go goals last Friday. Now, there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days so far in January I just didn't stitch because I was still getting over COVID. So, but I got Mini Firefighter, Mini Hometown Hero Firefighter is what it's called. It is available on the Heaven and Earth Designs website. The artwork is by Donna Gelsinger. And I have done 1,053 stitches as of last night on this. So this is where it was when I first started it, before I broke it out. And this is where it is now. So I have finished 1 row, almost done a 2nd row, and I'm working down for the 3rd. I usually just do it row by row for my pieces. I haven't tried diagonally. Maybe that's how I'll try my next one. But this is where we are, just over 1,000 stitches. So it's a little bit weird to only have worked on 4 pieces so far this month, like with Whip Go and stuff like that. But you know what? I'm liking it so far. So some pieces that don't normally get a good chunk of time are getting a good chunk of time so far. So it's all tracked on here. This is what I do. If I don't stitch, I just mark it with a 0. And then I keep track every day of the piece and how many stitches I do. And then in parentheses, I just keep a running count of how many I've done that month. And then when I'm done with it for that month, I circle it so I know it's done. So, Whip Go numbers for February were announced, which are 5 and 17. So let's talk about what we are going to do for Whip Go in February. Number 5 is Halloween night. Yeah, it's coming out. I'm so excited. So this is Halloween night. If you watch my whip braid, you'll know where it was at. I haven't gotten out. It's getting 10 days. So I'm really hoping it gets some progress because I'm excited that it's coming out. Number 17 is Metamorphosis by Ink Circles. It's coming out. I have 2 of the motifs done. That's the one I'm doing with the variegated threads. So that one is also getting 10 days. So we'll have to see where we can get that at. And I'm excited for that as well. So that is what's coming out for Whip Go in February. But we still have today and Sunday and Monday left in January. So I probably will just work on Firefighter and see where that ends. I would really like to get that done this year. So I'm excited to see, I don't remember where I left off because I just dealt with the kids and stuff. So I would like Hometown Hero Firefighter to be done this year. Will it? Probably not. I have 8 pages to do. I worked on it a ton last year and got 4 done. So, I don't know. On my Whip Go board, there's a couple, 1, 2, 3, 4. So, let me show you. This is our free space. I have nothing there, but I could put something there and just work on 3 things that month. I have 2 new start days and 2 your pick days. So I may slot Firefighter here. I don't know. But we'll see. We'll see kind of how it just transpires. I did decide to restart Sea Opal. I did end up buying the mini. A lot of people said I could crop it, and I totally could, but it was so big, even cropping it was just not something that I don't know. I just decided to get the mini. I saw Laura's comment this morning, the Colorful Stitching Girl. I didn't get a chance to reply to it. She's kind of having the same thing where she likes it, but it's just so big that it almost makes her not want to work on it because it's so big, even though the colors are beautiful. And I don't live in a museum, so I don't got a wall that big. So, Laura, if you're watching this, you should totally get the mini and restart it with me. I only had to buy, I think, after going through the flosses, like 2 colors. I did that, and I ordered a 20 count from 123 Stitch, and that should be here, I think, Tuesday. So I'm excited about that. I also found a chart that I want to do for my birthday, so I may do another full coverage chart for my birthday, which isn't till March. Let me look and see what day my birthday starts. Oh, my birthday's on a Wednesday this year. Wah, wah. I'll be at work. So that's all I got. I don't have any haul to show because the 3 skeins of floss and the fabric that I ordered aren't here yet, and I didn't buy a lot. I bought the chart for Mini Sea Opal, but I can show you if you want to see it. But I guess I'm going to go deal with the dog that seems to be barking. The younger, bigger of the 2. And I'm going to go start more laundry and cleaning. So thank you so much for hanging out with me. I am so excited to see this channel growing. I've been at this for almost 6 years, which is insane. I did want to let you guys know, if you stuck around until the end, it's kind of why I wanted to tack it on at the end. Some people do like supporting channels, and in the past I did Buy Me a Coffee, but Buy Me a Coffee has gotten away from using PayPal and wanted you to just put your banking information or credit card information in, and I didn't want to do that. So I have set up my link tree and I went through them, just like Candace from Candace K did. And it's all on there. It still goes through PayPal. You can do it in increments. You can pick your own. So it's just listed below within the links if you want to use it. I just wanted to let people know that I'm no longer on Buy Me a Coffee. I switched over to Linktree for the main reason of just stuff that they were doing. So that way you can still use PayPal. You're covered, I'm covered. I think it's just the safer option. So for everybody. So yes, it's on there. And if you actually go to my Linktree, there's a donate, a support my channel button. There is you can go straight to my YouTube. You can go straight to my homesteader gardening channel. And then you can go straight to my blog, which I haven't updated it in a really long time. So, but those links are all there. And then, yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and get off here and get some cleaning done. I hope you guys have a great, hopefully we'll be back in 2 weeks. So hopefully you have a great 2 weeks. Stay safe. And remember to be a light to the world around you that needs it, and to take time for yourself each and every day in whatever form that is. I will see you guys in my next video.